this little tangent here is just to make you aware of some best practices and some things people are doing actually in the real world with this stuff. And I try to be as current as I can possibly be. We're using the very latest version of React and so on. So Font Awesome, we're using an old version of Font Awesome, and that's not ideal. There is a newer version, and the newer version is better in some kind of important ways. It's more accessible out of the box. You kind of have to go out of your way to make the old version accessible. Icon fonts aren't ideal. They tend to be very large files because there are thousands of glyphs in it, and you're loading all however many thousand, even if you're only using one. So the new Font Awesome also lets you use SVGs. So if you just stick one SVG on the page, then that's the only one that's going to be there on that page load. So there's some advantages to that as well. So if we look at the Font Awesome website, let's see if we can figure out how to use the new version. It was not on CDN.js, but Font Awesome has their own CDN now. So if we look at getting started, you see use Font Awesome Pro CDN, and yesterday I just stopped reading there. But you see free is right there, so let's click free. And there's a CDN for that too, which I didn't realize. So if you want to still use the web font, but you want to use the new version, you can just import this style sheet instead. But if we want to go ultra modern and use the SVG version instead of the actual font version, just click on SVG with JS, click on free. And instead of importing a style sheet, we'll actually import a script. So let's copy this JavaScript tag, or this script tag, which I will paste in Slack for you. And where would we put a script tag? How about an index.html? All that's in index.html of note right now is like our fave icon and this empty root element that gets replaced. So we could throw a script in there. So right before the closing body tag, I'll just throw in the script that I pasted from Font Awesome. Then since I'm doing that, in app CSS, I'm going to get rid of the import of the old Font Awesome. So let's get rid of that. Now right away, my icon's going to break. It's interesting what we get here instead. So they changed the API a little bit in the new Font Awesome. Yeah. So on the getting started page for Font Awesome, so I went to fontawesome.com, went to get started, clicked on SVG with JS, clicked on free, then I copied this script tag, and I pasted that script tag in Slack, by the way, so you can just get it out of there. Then in index.html, I paste the script tag right before the close of the body. And I also got rid of the line from app.css where we are importing the old Font Awesome font. So then it gives you the instructions. Copy and insert this code. Place the icons in your UI's markup. Actually, they recommend you put it in the head. I guess they do want it to be blocking. No, they don't. Defer. I don't know. I guess defer takes care of not blocking in a new enough browser. Then it says place icons in your UI's markup. Learn how to add it in your markup. Let's click that. So we'll see now it's FAS, not FA. So sidebar, here I am, FA. It's FAS now for Font Awesome Solid because now there are multiple styles. And it's not called FA sign out anymore. Let's look at the list of icons. Let's search for sign out. Oh, it's showing me free and pro, so go to free only. It's called Sign Out Alt now. I don't know why it's not just called Sign Out. That seems silly to break that, but it is Sign Out dash Alt. So you change the class to FAS, and you change the second class to FA Sign Out Alt, and it's back. And if we inspect that, we'll see that now it's not actually using the font. It's putting an SVG in there, which is kind of nice. It makes accessibility a little easier. So here's what I mean about accessibility. So suppose you're using a screen reader. How does it read that picture? It can't. But it's kind of important because that's how you sign out. So we need some alternate text for that. And with the new Font Awesome, all we have to do is put a title attribute on our I tag. So I will just add title equals sign out, or exactly what text you want to appear if that image isn't there. And it'll add that title to the SVG, which makes it accessible. Make sure I didn't break it. Inspect this thing. I now see title sign out on there on the SVG, so we should be in good shape. And it automatically adds things like ARIA labeled by and stuff like that, which is some automatic accessibility stuff. So now we're using the new ultra-modern Font Awesome. Go us. Use Font Awesome 5 with SVGs.